Hey everybody, it is Mattie here with Altcoin Buzz with you on this Thursday, and today we're discussing some shocking Bitcoin data which is revealing stark Ethereum, Litecoin, and Ripple XRP warnings. We'll let you know what that is all about. I'll give you guys a couple of tweets from @altcoinbuzz.io related to Satoshi Nakamoto, which is a good segue into this story on thenextweb.com. 3 pivotal Bitcoin figures thought to be Satoshi that you should know about. Then we have some news by way of twitter.com. Again, @RhythmTrader has some positive stuff that we'd like to discuss briefly. But let's begin with some other positive news here on CoinGecko.com. Market is up since the time of our last update, up 2.1% at $265, almost $66 billion overall. Bitcoin up 1% on the day. And a few other projects such as EOS, such as Litecoin, up 4%, almost 5% on the day. Here is a little bit of quick news. @altcoinbuzz.io tweeted the following earlier today. You will be able to use our latest shard, Ashore, on 4 amazing upcoming games. Scan QR in the image with your Engine wallet, of course, and get more. You can collect more in our upcoming newsletters and on YouTube. Take a look at the Black Knight Ashore multiverse shard right here. A pretty spiffy piece with a lot of utility, if I do say so myself. Switching gears now over to Forbes.com, which is covering more and more in the way of cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. Article from the 22nd of August here. Shock Bitcoin data reveals stark Ethereum, Litecoin, and Ripple XRP warning. Bitcoin's dominance, a measure of Bitcoin's value compared to the wider cryptocurrency market, is hovering around 70% after climbing very aggressively this year, according to CoinMarketCap and most traditional measures. That's a level we haven't really seen since April 2017. Let's hop back quickly to CoinGecko.com, and we can confirm that we are at 68% currently at the time of this recording. The Bitcoin price has been treading water over recent months after surging higher earlier this year, as many Bitcoin rivals such as Ethereum, Litecoin, XRP struggled to make similar gains. However, the market may be even more weighted towards Bitcoin than previously thought, with shock research suggesting the real figure of the Bitcoin dominance metric may be above 90%. So researchers found that if Bitcoin's dominance is adjusted for liquidity by calculating the volume-weighted market cap, it soars to over 90%, reducing the rest of the cryptocurrency market, including all of the other altcoins, to a combined total of less than 10%, and making their ultimate success more unlikely. Quote, every day Bitcoin stays ahead, it becomes less likely that any other cryptocurrency can compete as a money. That's a warning courtesy of Bendik Norheim-Shea, an analyst at Arcane Research who carried out this study. Quote, that is important to understand not only for investors and those building out payment infrastructure, but also those building out solutions leveraging the security of a public blockchain. But hold on, because Shea also argued that the market cap without considering liquidity is meaningless. Quote, the main reason is that one could easily create a cryptocurrency with 1 billion pre-mined coins and do one trade at, say, $3 each, Shea wrote. Quote, this would lead to a total market cap of $3 billion, which would represent 1% of the market dominance with today's valuations and inflate the total market capitalization. Of course, that would be a nonsense statistic. The problem is that the calculation does not take liquidity into account. One might be able to sell one token for $3, but what happens if you want to sell 1 million? Without accounting for liquidity, market capitalization becomes a meaningless measure. And as we've covered before, researchers also found similar results when looking at the 10 exchanges identified by Bitwise as those having, quote, real, in other words, not wash-traded volume, and if using volumes as recorded on CoinMarketCap, excluding stablecoins. Take a look at the rest of this article for more information, and do be sure to check out Arcane Crypto. What are your thoughts about that? Is that something that spells a negative future for the altcoins if the true Bitcoin dominance is currently at 90%? I think there's still room for the best altcoin projects out there in the space, but as many of you have been saying recently in the comments, chances are that 95, maybe 90, up to 99% of them are ultimately going to fail, because I don't think there's room for thousands and thousands of currencies, of cryptos. I think there are room for maybe a couple of dozen good ones, and it looks like Bitcoin is sitting comfortably at the top of the heap. But let us know your thoughts as always in the comments below. And here another tweet courtesy of @altcoinbuzz.io. Satoshi Nakamoto is a community. We don't care if at one point it was an individual. The point is that now it is a community. #Bitcoin. And that brings us into this article here on thenextweb.com. 3 pivotal Bitcoin figures thought to be Satoshi that you should know about. Article here just from yesterday, the 21st of August. The problem with definitively saying that any one individual is Satoshi Nakamoto is that there is a lack of proof. And as the article points out, that has led to a wave of speculation with many pointing fingers at several pivotal figures. So here, in no particular order, is an overview of the standout Nakamoto candidates. Number 1, we have Harold Finney. Finney was a games developer all his life. He received the first ever transaction in the cryptocurrency from Nakamoto, and for 10 years lived in the same town as Dorian Satoshi Nakamoto. In 2013, Harold Finney posted a message on industry forum Bitcoin Talk saying he was paralyzed but continued to program until his death. He was, in fact, working on experimental software called BC Flick, which leverages trusted computing to boost Bitcoin wallets. And as some of you may know, during the last 12 months of his life, Finney's family received anonymous phone calls demanding an extortion fee of 1,000 Bitcoin. Nick Szabo is the second of 3 contenders for the real identity of Satoshi Nakamoto. Szabo created a mechanism for decentralized digital currency called BitGold. It was never implemented, but many believed it served as a direct precursor to Bitcoin's network architecture. Speculation about Szabo being Nakamoto has been rife, despite him denying repeatedly those claims, and research conducted by financial authority Dominic Frisby provided circumstantial evidence but failed to deliver any proof that Szabo was indeed Satoshi. Finally, at number 3, we have David Kleinman, and we've thrown his name around. You may have heard about David Kleinman in terms of the recent court proceedings. So he was a computer forensics expert and wrote and co-wrote several books. He was a frequent speaker at security-related conferences and events. Unfortunately, Kleinman passed away in April of 2013, but fast forward 5 years to February of 2018, Kleinman's brother, Ira, the executor of his estate, started a lawsuit in the U.S. District Court for the Southern District of Florida against Craig Wright over the rights to anything around 550,000 to 1,100,000 Bitcoin. Of course, Craig Wright does claim to be the real Satoshi Nakamoto, and one way or another, what can be proven is that he does have a history with David Kleinman that goes back for several years prior to Kleinman's death. Let us know in the comments below who you think is the real Satoshi Nakamoto. Is he or she one of these 3 individuals on this list? Or there are obviously some other contenders that were left off, but who knows? It's all speculative. It's all conjecture. But leave us your thoughts, if you will, for the front runner in the comments below. And finally today, back to Twitter, @RhythmTrader, we have this update. Japan's largest e-commerce company just launched a cryptocurrency wallet for users to trade Bitcoin. Rakuten, which we've talked about before, they're referred to as, quote, the Amazon of Japan. They have over 1 billion users now with access to buy Bitcoin. So congratulations, courtesy of Rhythm Trader here. Congratulations to Rakuten on that great news. That is a real, as I always say, brick in the infrastructure of this cryptocurrency project that we are all building together. That is fantastic news. Expect follow-up in the form of new updates, new reports shortly. I'm sure we're going to be hearing more and more about that very soon. So wonderful news, at least in my opinion. Let us know your thoughts about that as well. And that about rounds it out for today, everybody. Do be sure you are following us by clicking this to make sure you're signed up for the newsletter. We're also on all the regular social media channels. Keep checking back into our website, altcoinbuzz.io, for all the latest. Go ahead, like, subscribe, share, hit the bell to receive notifications, and all the best of luck if you choose to invest on this Thursday. We do hope to see you again soon in our next video. Take care.